All right, so clocking in and clocking out through TechRoutes is fairly simple. Technician just goes to the TechRoutes app, log in as usual. At the bottom here, you'll see time clock. I've already started testing this out, the clocking in and clocking out, and it works. So whenever they start their day, it should start whenever they get to the first stop or when they get to the office. So they'll tap clock in, and then they go to work. Check their routes, etc. Now, anytime they come to a point where they need to take a break or they're taking a lunch break, they just clock out. And then whenever they're done with their break, they just clock back in. So as they do this, this will update straight to the TechRoutes dashboard, where you can look on the dashboard the times that they're clocking in and clocking out. As the manager, you'll be able to see that live. Now, at the end of the day, when they're done, they should be clocking out immediately after they finish their last stop. And once they do that, they just clock out, and they should be communicating with you when they're done, so that you can make sure that they've clocked out. All right, guys. This is in addition to the clocking in and clocking out through the Tech app on TechRoutes. Once they clock in and clock out through the Tech app through their mobile device, it should update onto TechRoutes on the desktop. The way you get here is when you log into TechRoutes, on the bottom right hand you'll see clock. Click on that, and I have a list of all the employees. You should be able to select technicians, and you'll see your technicians. In this case, I'm not listed as a technician, so this is my picture here. You can see that I've been testing it out, clocking in and clocking out each time that I've clocked in and clocked out for today. So you can actually fix it if you needed to. In this case, I'm going to leave it alone. And if you were trying to run a report for, say, this week, how many hours, we should be trying to figure out weekly what the time stamp is for the week for each technician. We just select this week, and it'll tell us the total hours. Once we find the total hours, we go over here to the tech ratios, where I've created these columns. We would put in the hours here. For example, if this technician had 800 PV, 850 scheduled, worked for 7 hours at 15% commission, they will have made $17.14 for that day. So we need to keep track of this on a daily basis. And if at any time this hourly rate is below $11, that's a red flag. So we need to look into why. That's basically it. It's pretty simple. Again, when they clock in and clock out, the first clock in time should be when they arrive to the first stop, or if they're coming into the office, when they arrive to the office. If they're taking breaks in between, like a lunch break, they need to clock out. And then at the end of the day, right immediately after they finish their last stop, they need to clock out and then call you to let you know, or text you to let you know that they're done. Any questions? Just let me know.